Good morning. Welcome to Beta Breath Tarot. It's a bit cloudy here on this full moon in Pisces day. And with this energy, you'll find perhaps experiencing some especially heightened sensitivities. I know a lot of individuals take that as extra weepy, that sort of sensitive, and that may very well be. And I don't know about you at this time, but I find myself extra sensitive to sound. Like I have a clock in the adjoining room here that I had to move to a different area because the ticking of the clock seems extraordinarily loud and things like that. So I have some candles going to make for a more calm experience, aromatherapy, that sort of thing. In the background today, you'll see that I have Artemis, or to introduce you, this is Artemis. She's a goddess in both Greek and Roman mythology, a huntress, among other things. She kind of brings across to me an I am energy at this time, so I'm working with her. Also, you'll see in front of us that I've put the boxes of the cards we'll be using. The Children's Spirit Animal cards. And this is by Dr. Stephen D. Farmer with Jessica Camacho. Barbara Moore's Wizard Tarot. Healing with the Fairies by Doreen Virtue. And the Fairy Oracle by Brian Froud and Jessica Macbeth. I'll try and show those despite the glare. Okay, so in the Children's Spirit Animal cards that came forth, we have the butterfly. Get ready for big changes. Alongside dolphin, cooperate with others. I'll look at them individually, starting with the butterfly. It's been extremely interesting to me in the last month or so because you could feel fall is coming. And yet symbolically, we're receiving a lot of information that is spring and renewal, like with the butterfly. I mean, because we show, the caterpillar state moving into the butterfly state. And I say this because, again, about the spring-like energy, because dolphins have been coming up several times. And normally, to me anyway, you think of dolphins, you think of the beach and of summer-like energy. I mean, look at all these colors. So I'm understanding there are big changes coming, which is going to bring a lot of growth and a lot of warmth and sun energy, action, things happening, as well as cooperating with others. We have 3 dolphins there, and it really puts me in mind of the 3 of Cups card. So there's going to be something celebratory or there is something celebratory on the horizon here. Okay. So I've pulled cards and questions of each, pardon me, bump the camera, in question of each one of these. And we'll come back to dolphin here. And the butterfly. I asked, what changes, or can you tell me more about the changes coming? And we got the Two of Cups. The Page of Cups. And the Six of Wands. And I found this really interesting because in both of the cards, the butterfly and the dolphin, and the cards from the Wizard Tarot that I pulled as clarifiers, I've pulled cards that have not shown themselves to me before out of this particular deck. Two of Cups is not like the Lover's card as far as making a choice. But we have the partnership here with orange and blue energy filling both cups. Now, orange and blue are opposite one another on the color wheel. Much like, an Aries and a Libra are opposite each other astrologically. Yet these two come together and have the potential to come together and make an extraordinary partnership. And then in getting ready for big changes, we have the Page of Cups. And she's coming across very carefully, carrying this offering or accepting this offering and trying to caretake it from one side of the stream to the next. And this being one of the cards I've not pulled from this deck before is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands in other tarot, I believe, is usually in the more traditional Rider-Waite, the knight upon the horse with, the laurel wreath, perhaps. And it's a card of victory. And here it appears to be such too, because we have the individuals in front that are cheering, this is kind of graphic. I mean, we have 5 individuals holding staffs or wands on the stairs, looking down at this one with what appears to be maybe the head of a demon in a bubble, And while this initially comes across as rather graphic and somewhat dark, we also have I'm just noticing the angel presence flanked on either side. So what this says to me about the big changes ahead, no pun intended, is there's going to be a victory over the things in our head. We're coming down out of the air energy and bringing this very much into physical form with this partnership. So we'll set these right here. Now, as for the dolphin and cooperating with others, and the cards that come forth from the Wizard's Tarot for the dolphin, we have the 5 of Pentacles, Six of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. A very beautiful one. So let's have a look at these. Cooperating with others. This is another card from this deck that's not presented itself to me before. And the Five of Pentacles. And I really like this particular take on it. You know, the Five of Pentacles is normally the blind leading the lame or whatever, as they're passing the church or tabernacle with 5 pentacles. And, you know, inside there's like warmth and fire, and yet for some reason, you know, they're passing it by. They're saying, no, thank you, we've got to keep going. Here we have this, like, huge, dare I say, if you cover both towers here, almost White House looking building. It's a mansion, you know, and this wizard, minuscule in comparison with its lantern, you know, saying, no, I got to keep going. So sometimes things appear to be so great, you know, and it's really big, you know, and very tempting. And yet something inside says, no, thank you. Keep going. This isn't what it seems. There's something else more, better, well suited for you on the other side of this. So, in cooperating with others, there's something else that we're passing by in order to set up and make this cooperation work. Okay. And to solidify this, we have the Six of Cups, which is childhood renewal energy. Okay, so whether it be something from our past in a physical sense, a real sense, an embodiment, or in a spiritual sense, something ideal, something from our head, something from our heart, and a dream. So in cooperating with others at this time, there's this that's, for whatever reason, we're passing by. In passing that by, we're receiving and retaking and reclaiming and making part of ourselves, integrating with this that was ours in childhood and may never have actually gone away. It's always been ours, and yet we were steered away from it or forgot about it for some time. And thirdly, along with Dolphin and cooperating with others, we have the Knight of Wands. And what I see here is that the Knight of Wands is looking over this entire reading. So we're being watched over and protected in a very real way. Because as we know, the Wands is fire sign, which means action. It was at this time that I asked the fairies if they had anything to say regarding this reading. And the Healing with the Fairies deck was really sticky. This was sticky energy. And so in getting ready for big changes, Healing with the Fairies drew the vacation. And so I don't know about you guys, but I know people who, you know, work, have untraditional work in the trades and stuff like that. And while this time of year really picks up for some people who have self-based businesses, you know, during the holidays, for others, it really kind of slows down. And this to me was talking about that. Taking a vacation that's not necessarily on purpose or wanted, but the business itself slowing down at this time, so taking some time. And along with that, the Faeries Oracle added the sage, which to me speaks of taking this time and using it wisely. Going in, maybe touching base with our close ones. And then regarding dolphin, and cooperating with others. Again, still sticky energy. We have Sylvanus. And creative expression. So again, in this time of pause, if we continue to create and do what we need to do for ourselves, for our loved ones, whether that means putting on the mask or taking the mask away. These, under the watchful eye of Artemis, is our messages for this time of the full moon in Pisces. I thank you for joining me. Blessed be. Namaste.